Professor of Middle East and Central Asian Politics at Deakin University in Australia. Thank you so much for your time. With these reports of the Taliban presenting a peace deal to the government, do you think this is a step in the right direction towards long-lasting peace there, or are the ideologies from both sides simply too different?
Well, words are cheap. I think we need to look at the actions of the Taliban. They have engaged in conflict. They have engaged in capture of territory. They have engaged in persecution of Hazara minorities, killing them. So really, the Taliban has been using the cover of a peace negotiation to gain territory and consolidate its position on the ground. So we'll be faced with facts on the ground once the US troops are completely withdrawn from Afghanistan.
Are you surprised at how quickly the Taliban has taken some areas, especially in the north of Afghanistan?
It is surprising because north of Afghanistan was generally free of Taliban influence and Taliban presence in the past. So it is very surprising that they have managed to gain so much territory, especially in the north. But it does tell us something about the ineffectiveness of the government in Kabul in terms of providing security, but also providing services to the population, where the population really has no serious, no alternative but to accept the Taliban as a potentially better service provider and better government.
Well, with the reports of soldiers fleeing across the border to Tajikistan, that's of course a northern border with Afghanistan, how does all of this affect the geopolitics in that region that are so sensitive in the first place?
Well, the geopolitics is going to be affected very much with the Taliban advances. The Central Asian republics of former Soviet Union were very concerned when the Taliban came to power. They were very concerned about the rise of terrorism activities in Afghan territories and the insecurity that could spill over across the border. Iran was very concerned. The only country that was really benefiting from the Taliban victory was Pakistan. But even with Pakistan, there were serious concerns because the Taliban didn't always listen to instructions from Islamabad. So with the Taliban gaining territory and gaining an upper hand in Afghanistan, I think the whole region is put on notice.
Put on notice indeed. Professor Shahram Akbarzadeh, thank you so much for your insight.